If, like myself, you're a sci-fi fan and a modeller, you would have got excited about the news when Bandai released their 1/72nd scale perfect grade Millennium Falcon. What wasn't exciting was the £350 price tag that came along with it. Myself, like a lot of modelers, thought that's one kit, it's well out of our price range, and we'd never get to own a Millennium Falcon in that scale. But then, on the horizon, along came Revell to release a kit in 1/72nd scale for a tenth of the price. Welcome back to the Adrian project. I'm Adrian with a face for radio. On today's episode, I'm going to be doing a plain talking review of Revell's 1/72nd scale Millennium Falcon. So, cue the music. Okay, so here we go. Let's have a quick look at the box. The model number for this is 06718. As you can see, we've got a nice picture of the Millennium Falcon on the front, escaping the Death Star exploding. On the side, got some nice pictures of the completed model. On the edge, it's just the same on the box with Ray and all the characters from Star Wars. On the other side of the box, got a sprue picture there, and I'm trying to get the flare away. We've got the paints logged as well, and some of the paints there. And this is a level 3 kit. There's nothing on the bottom, and as you can see, it's a Christmas present. I haven't even opened it yet, so we're all opening it together. So we'll go down the sides, like so. Okay, and let's have a look what's in the box. So, as you can see, comes in bags, so there's one, two bags with plastic, bag with the clear parts, there's a little bag with the figures in, and we've got an instruction manual. And we've got some nice decals as well. So, just give me a minute, I'll undo the bags so there's no rustling or anything, and then we can take another close look at the parts and the instructions. Right, first up we'll have a look at the old instruction book. It's the rather nice new way that, well, it's relatively new now, isn't it? Way that Revell do their instruction manuals. These are a lot clearer and more concise than the old paper ones they used to do. As you can see, we've got the usual safety information, telling you what the little indications mean, all in different languages. On this part, you have got all the paint call outs. Seems to be quite a lot on there because we go from A to Q. And you also get a nice sprue map of all the parts before we get on to the build, starting with the cockpit. I think they look like the landing struts, radar dish. And you've got the body parts as well. few more sections going in. That's for the feet, if you're going to have them in the lower position, or if you're going to have them in the raised position. I don't know if they are optional, whether you can have them both as working function, or if you've got to pick one or the other. I don't know. We'll see as we get on in the build. Some of the interiors going in and onto the mandibles there. Some of the side walls, docking ports, some more docking port there. That's onto the main engine drive. That's the clear part that you get. And the laser cannons are going on, and again some paint call outs here as well. They're advising you to paint as you go along, but I think it could be better if you constructed it and then painted it myself, but we'll see as we go on. There's the paint guide for the two figures of Han Solo and Chewbacca, and you've got the two parts going together. Then you've got your decal call outs for the top half and decal call outs for the underneath, and there's painting guides here to make it look weathered. 23 steps in total. There are only, look at the box, 52 parts to this kit, so not a lot of parts. It is a level 3 build, but like I say, the parts count is pretty low, so I should imagine it should be a relatively quick build, and then you can spend more time on your painting and weathering. Let's have a quick look at the decals. Quite a couple of decals on there. Now I think these, if it's up to you whether you want to use the decal or if you'd rather go and paint them on yourself. It's entirely up to you, but if your painting skills aren't your best, then I'd go with the decals. But pretty nice. I think that one's for the clear engine part at the back. As usual with my videos, I will be doing a photo montage at the end so we can have a closer look. Right, so that's the instruction book and the decals. Let's have a look at the parts. Right, the first two sprues we're going to look at are the top and bottom halves of the Millennium Falcon. If I get the I'll tape measure out, this has a span of nearly 11 inches across, and it's nearly 15 inches long, so it's a pretty decent sized kit. There are plenty of moulded details on there. I'll try and hold it up, see if you can see. I don't think we're going to pick them up too well, but like I say, there's going to be a photo montage. The panel lines themselves are engraved fair depth, so they will take a wash. This is going to stand out really great when you come around to do the painting and weathering part of it. There's quite a few details. This is the underside, and as you can see on the date and stamp, it says that this is 2006, which has surprised me. I thought this was a later kit than that. So there we go. It's obviously a reboxing from 2006 then. Not to worry. So this is the top half. There's a lot more detail on the top half. So like I said, I'll do a photo montage so we can get a better look. Plenty of detail. There's a lot of detail on this back section where the I'm assuming it's where the engine coolant system is, or wherever it's supposed to be. Lots of panels there. They're a fair size, so that's going to make painting separate panels in different shades a lot more easier than if it had been, say, a 144 scale one. It's going to make it a lot easier to mask off as well. So I don't think I'm going to be able to put the two together properly, but still on the sprue. But that'll give you a rough guide of how big the kit's going to be. It's in a light grey plastic. I thought they would have done it in white, but no, it's a light grey plastic. For those of you that are far more technically minded than me, I think there's going to be plenty of room inside the fuselage bit to get light in if you want to go down that route. So, like I say, I'm not technically minded like that at all. I'm happy with the static model as is. Right, there's only two more of the plastic sprues. Like I say, there's only a small parts count on this kit. Some really nice detailing on the sidewalls there, and I think these are the docking ports, weren't they? Some really nice detailing there. That's going to take a wash. Absolutely lovely, that. I might even put my hand in my pocket and have a go with some of the flory washers that I've seen, because they look a lot easier to work with than, you know, the enamel ones that you have to use thinners with to wipe clean, whereas the flory ones, I think they're a clay based, aren't they? So that just comes off with a very, very slightly moist tissue or paper, or whatever you want to wipe them away with. So I might be going down that route. Here's the other sprue. We've got the radar dish or whatever it's supposed to be. So I'm not full up on the terms of that. There's some more detailing on another sidewall there. I think that's got the feet on as well. So yeah, there's the feet. It's on the wrong side. A little bit of detailing on that. You're not going to be getting the same quality of detail as what you would on the Bandai kit. I mean, you're paying 350 quid for the Bandai kit. You're going to get outstanding detail on that. But if you just want a Millennium Falcon that looks the part, and at the end of the day, unless you're going to be entering it into a competition, there's only you that's going to be seeing it. So this is a great kit for anybody who's into sci-fi, into Star Wars, modelling. This is going to be well worth buying your money, and then you've got one made in your display case. Okay, there's a couple of clear sprues. That's just a clear sprue for the engine. I think there's a decal that goes inside of there. What I would suggest, if you can get some of the clear blue paint, Tammy do one. I can't remember what the number is for the X45, something like that. Please check before you buy it. Paint that on there, then you're going to have that blue light that comes on when it's in flight mode. And the others, clear parts, are for the windows, and that's for the canopy over the cockpit. Fairly decent moulding on them. These should be easy to mask off. That's weird, because on the inside you've got the ribs there that you can feel with your finger, but on the outside it's smooth. So is it going to be a case of masking it off on the inside and painting it that way? I don't know. It's a bit weird that. I would have thought they'd have had some kind of groove where you could have just put your masking tape over and then masked it off and done it that way. They've done it on that. Well, so they've done it on that on the outside, but it's on the inside of that one. Bit of a conundrum there, but nothing I wouldn't have thought would be too hard to remedy. The only minus point on this is these two, you should imagine the locating pins just there, and they really stick out. I don't know, you see through there now. Could be that that part's painted and you won't see them. I'm hoping so, because otherwise it's going to ruin the finish, isn't it? But there we go. We'll see what happens with that when we come to it. Okay, and that's all the kit. Oh, hang on, no, nearly forgot. Your little Han Solo and your little Chewbacca there for piling it. Looking at that, they are pretty softly moulded, I must say. There's not a vast amount of detail on them. I suppose you'd be struggling at 1/72nd scale anyway, and are you going to be able to see them when they're inside? That's by the by, but you've got two little figures to paint up as best you can. So that's all the parts. So now let's have a look at the photo montage so you can get a better, closer look. So there you go, Revell's 1/72nd scale Millennium Falcon. Now, like I say, it does say on the box it's 2018, but this is a 2006 reboxing. Mine has absolutely no flash on it at all, so you get what you pay for, and this kit is well worth the money for that. At the time of recording, I think this kit I've seen anywhere between £35 and £40, which is 10% of what the Bandai kit is. I mean, that Bandai kit, last time I looked on Amazon, was £380. Now I can buy a second-hand car for that kind of money. It's well out of my price range. I cannot justify paying that kind of money on a plastic kit. You may be more into your modelling than I am, and you've got that disposable income, but for me, nearly £400 on a plastic kit, nah, sorry, this will do me just fine. And with that in mind, I'd like to give this kit 4 evil Ednas. And there we have it, my first video of 2020. Hope you all enjoyed it. Please remember, if you haven't done so already, to subscribe to my channel, it's very much appreciated. And of course, share and like my videos, and don't forget to tap that little notification bell so you know when I put my next videos up. And with that in mind, I'd like to thank you all very much for watching, and here's to hoping to see you all again on the next episode of the Adrian Project.